Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the fourth and final episode of Otorimonogatari. Last episode, we basically had Naruko's amazing scene where she just yells at the teacher and her classmates and tells them how it is, basically unleashing all the bottled up feelings and emotions and thoughts she's had all this time. Because, being a quiet girl does not mean you have nothing to say, it just means that you're unwilling to say it. So once that's willing to come out, a lot can come out. That's basically what we got from that. So this episode, we should be getting Naruko becoming full-on Medusa with the snake hair and the confrontation with Araragi and all that. So I'm pretty worried about how this will go. Like I said, I really don't remember how this arc ends at all. So yeah, I guess just hope for the best. 3, 2, 1, play. And yeah, we ended off with Araragi seeing her in his room. Yeah, bitches said to Hachikuji too. uh, Goku, stop talking to your accessory and talk to me. Yeah, it's not too late, but we saw the first episode of this arc, so. Uh, you call it that, but. Yeah, you didn't really know as much at all, did you? If there is a later. Oh, Shinobu, you're gonna try to help? Well, there is reason to worry. All you gotta do is punch her and take it, I mean. Why complicate things, I guess? Uh, Nothing but cute. We're only gonna have one thing, it's not a bad one thing to have. I mean, in her case, she's already a lolly, so what do you do? All we're saying is just give us the talisman. I mean, we can discuss it later. Yeah, now you want him to talk. That's how it always goes. She has a name. Guy interested, okay. Don't remember that. Yeah, it definitely does not seem like a snake. And here's our opening. Does not get any less disturbing. Yeah, it does not seem like you're going to be doing the punching and snatching strategy. Yeah, I don't know anything is definitely definitely fitting. Zambu, 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 Zambu. Love that part so much. Zambu, 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 Zambu. Just Zambu. Okay. Okay, yeah, Nautico Medusa Part 4. Oh, don't eat it! Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Let's not do anything too hasty. Uh, you really shouldn't have ate it. Oof. Uh, this really did escalate quickly. Uh, you'd have to be the one to tell us that. If she's not crazy. You voluntarily ate that thing. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Oof. Uh, oof. Uh, uh, I mean, you kind of threw away any chance you had when you did that, you know, with Nanako. You're not the only one, I'm sorry to tell you. Uh, I don't, it's hard to say, really. I'd say mixed feelings. Uh, would have been better if you'd not listened to the stupid snake. It's a good question, actually. It's all her fault, really. I mean, can't really argue against that at this point. She made a series of bad decisions. That's all that's on her. You've been very busy this arc, haven't you? Yeah, I guess I really was just a scrunchie the whole time. uh, yeah, I mean, you know better than me. All I can go by is what I see. Yeah, Monogatari. I mean, that's what these all are. Well, do you want to be mean about it? good point. Of course, I have no way of knowing what Nanako knows, so. Yeah, I guess so. I guess she might have a lot of weird knowledge. Okay, that was really not. It's not comfortable. Well, I doubt much will come of it. I mean, that's how the show goes. Yeah, it's always monologuing. Ah, right. Yeah, I guess that would be the start of it. That's what bothered her. Oh, wow, that was a line. It's not time for a Otorimonogatari just yet, though. That's not for a while. Yes, I get it. Yeah, that's quite a lot. So basically, just different perspective from her, so different results. Oh yeah, the Yogi meeting. And she like dodged her with her bike. Still don't know much about her. But does now. I mean, not at this point, but current points. Said the A word. So yeah, she does know all sorts of stuff, though, then. I don't think you should go down that kind of road to get a wish granted, but, you know, we know she did, so. Oh, wow, okay. And she was definitely involved in this then. I don't think we saw that before. So yeah, she is definitely partially to blame then. Oh, no. You alive over there, Araragi? That's what you did. Okay, you can stop stabbing. Okay. I guess it really was a well thought out plan. Borrow a key. Yeah, you've been a bad girl this arc, Nanako. Seriously. She did do that, yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, so what do you do now? I mean, that's the question. Yeah, I've noticed. Clearly. Ugh. Well, that coincidence like that happen in fiction all the time. But there could be a reason. I mean, Shinobu's not giving up. That niece pretender. Oh. Yeah, I definitely know more about Ogi. Oki, whatever her name was. Ogi. It's a good thing these two are tough. I think it can. Yeah, can't have that. That's good reason to kill someone, I guess. Uh, uh, I don't think that's a good enough reason to kill someone. Yeah, she's, I think, a little bit too far gone at this point. Uh, heck happened? Well, it's daytime. Somebody's calling him. I assume Senju. Unless that's her phone. No. Yeah, that's Senju. Barely. We're currently working on that, though. Yeah. A deal, huh? Well, they are kind of a pair. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense Senju would do this. Advice, huh? What are we talking? Why kill you first? Yeah, then she'll go full Heart Under Blade. That's good points. Yeah, of course. Don't know if Senjikari can kill a god, but... always take advice from the enemy is always a good plan. Hmm. Right? So basically she's a god so we can pray to her. And I think I did that way before this arc. Okay. Like, well, how much time do you want? Be specific. Okay, that's a lot more. Still, 6 months is a while. I mean, gotta graduate from high school before you die, I guess. Otherwise, what's all that hard work for? Well, she's apparently amused by it. Okay, I guess that's how it's resolved. For now. Yeah, after that time, please come here so I can kill you. Yeah. Maybe, but once you became Madaragi's girlfriend, there was no chance of friendship. Oh? Oh yeah, I forgot. She doesn't like children. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I mean, she didn't like Hachikuji either. Who's, I think, roughly the same age, if you don't count the ghosty stuff. Like, if you don't count her life as a ghost. Those years. Probably like a couple year difference between the two. But I mean, this kind of explains why I didn't remember exactly how this ended, because it kind of it wasn't actually all that conclusive. It was just kind of put off until later. So I don't know exactly when the 6 months will end. Like, the timeline of Monogatari stuff is really weird. So I don't know if that will be something that will happen. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that will happen. Is basically what I'm trying to say. It could be something in Otorimonogatari, because Owari means end, so that would make sense if that's when Anaragi finally dies. Although it would be a pretty tragic end of the show if he really dies, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, I have no idea what happens in Owari Monogatari. Or Koyomi Monogatari, which I haven't seen either. So. But it is weird to have an arc with his name in it because most of the show is about him. So I'm kind of curious about what Koyomi Monogatari is. Okay, so it's not quite over yet. Yeah, that's a story. Uh, so I guess she's gonna hang out at this shrine for 6 months. That'd be quite boring for her. I mean, I can see your eyes. Yeah, I can't really call her bangs anymore. Shinobu's bigger. And hand holding. Don't you have to do that? The entire cast. I mean, you're kind of ignoring Hachikuji, but I guess you don't know her. Well, you are a god. That is a bit overpowered. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he wants your love anymore. I mean, I don't think he ever really wanted it. Exactly. I don't think anyone would call that a romantic comedy. Wow, that joke. That. Toothbrushes, you say? uh. I see. Tooth wiping. It's good to know. Okay, well, that was the fourth and final episode of Otorimonogatari. And yeah, this episode there was definitely a lot to take in because, well, like I said, we saw the first episode. You know, it did that thing where it showed where it would end up and then how we got there. So you know, was nothing too surprising in between those two things. You know, that whole basically up until she became the full-on Medusa, snaky haired, you know, nothing was really too shocking. Or I didn't think she'd literally eat the talisman though, but she did, and through that she, you know, revived the god, became its vessel, and just attacked Araragi, went to the shrine, and just, you know, talked with the god. However, it was more monologuing because basically this kind of revealed that there really wasn't these random snakes around. It was all just a delusion of hers. And she's just kind of went insane, you know? Somewhere along the line, that's really what it comes down to. Just especially that preview talking about love comedy and stuff. Just no, that is a no definition of romantic comedy. It's just not. Just not at all. But things like, you know, hey, the snake unlocked the door from the inside. Not really. I just had a key. Like she had a lot of little delusions like that. So it's a case of how much of what you saw could you actually believe as the audience, you know? Which makes things a little bit confusing, admittedly. But Ogi, yeah, Ogi definitely has my curiosity. I think Shinobu actually snuck in a little bit of a pretending niece thing in there. So, because that's what we heard about Ogi, right? That she was Oshino's niece. I mean, that's why she has the same family name. But, like, what is her deal? Because she came into the show very abruptly, without much explanation at all. She was just talking to Araragi all of a sudden as if they've always known each other, you know, calling him senpai and all that. But she's always looked very off, like not really human. So I'm expecting some kind of big reveal about that character, like most likely, you know, Otorimonogatari. So, you know, that is something that piqued my interest here because she kind of really was provoking, you know, the Hanako, Nadeko there. Like she gave her the scrunchie, I believe, told her about the shrine and like all that stuff. So is she gonna be like the real final boss? I don't know. I mean, really, Nanako is the final boss. Like they made that joke, sort of joke, like Kambaru did way back in Nisa Monogatari, I believe. And with this, like that makes so much sense to call it the final boss. Well, considering the way this ended, with yeah, I'll give you 6 months and then you know we'll fight and you'll die and all that. Like yeah, you really can't call it anything but the final boss with the way things have been set up. However, I really don't know what's going to happen with Ogi, who just the biggest wild card for me. You know, because of her actions over this arc. But yeah, just Nanako, just listening to her talk, just like, there's a lot of discussion in this arc about victim and culprit and all that, and how kind of two sides of the same coin, and you can flip from one to the other pretty quickly, and to a degree, it's a matter of perspective and things like that. And just a lot of what went wrong this episode, well, this arc really was Nanako's fault. I mean, like, she's really not a victim here. I mean, she's kind of the culprit and the victim in a way, I guess you could say, with these events. But just so much of the bad that happened to her was so easily avoided. Like, if she could just, like, she didn't really have a very healthy relationship with Araragi. You know, that she had a crush on him and kind of accepted it being this never-ending, unrequited love thing. And she says things like, "Eh, that's not a problem, right? Like, that doesn't cause trouble for anyone, so it's fine." Well, that's clearly not the case, because that does affect your mental state. And when it causes you to do things like want to murder Senjugahara and pray to the snake god thingy, and just like, yeah, that a lot of this did kind of stem from that. You know, she made these bad decisions, and just over and over again she made the wrong decision given two options, and you know, bottling up all these feelings, just so much of what she made so many mistakes, and in the end that's what got us here. Just this god Nanako is murdering people that she supposedly cares about, you know, like Araragi. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's just really tragic what ended up happening with her. But at the end of the day, like, she really has no one to blame but herself. Ogi kind of helped push things along a little bit, but not enough to really call her the problem. So, I don't know, just... considering how we were introduced to Nanako in the series, to see things end up this way, it really is... It just kind of has quite an impact on you, doesn't it? You know, she was just this cutesy Moab Hanakana voiced anime girl that you liked a lot, that seemed shy and that you wanted to help her and all that, and this is what she ended up becoming. So I don't know. I don't know really how much there is to say about this. I just really unfortunate though, because you know, she's one of my favorite characters in this show. You know, mostly because of her cuteness, which they talked about in the arc as well. You know, that the cuteness is all she has going for her. But I personally don't find too much of a problem with that, as you know, as far as a fictional character goes. But I guess from her perspective, the anime is the real life, you know. So I guess maybe that would be a little bit less beneficial, ideal. But you know, I don't know. Just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate how things ended up going. It could have went better. It's, you know, with just slightly different decisions made. And you know, the one good thing is that we were able to postpone Araragi's murder 6 months until graduation. So I wonder if Senjugahara could have like bargained up from there. Like, okay, how about give us like 5 years, you know, give him a chance to get married and have a kid or two, so we could at least pass on his genes and stuff, you know. Like, she kind of made a comment about like, well, one day, there's no difference between 1 day or 2 days or a week or a month. Like, she could have just kept that going to, well, I mean, 5 years would be fine too, right? You know, so I don't know. I feel like she could have got a little bit more, but eventually they will come back and we'll have our confrontation. But that is plenty of time to come up with some kind of strategy, unless Araragi really will, you know, accept death. But I don't think that'd be the case. So I don't know. I mean, Araragi's got out of a lot of pickles, but nothing has. The show's never really done anything like this, where he had such a long timeline to put a conflict on the back burner before he had to deal with it. So that's a very unique thing for the show. So it's really hard to say exactly what will come of that. But yeah, I guess we'll see. What did they say was next? Otorimonogatari, I think. Yeah, Otorimonogatari. It's one of the easier ones to say. I don't know why I was tripping up like that. But yeah, basically, that one has Shinobu as the icon. So you know, I imagine we'll have some Shinobu in that one. So that's good. Although we had a lot of Shinobu in Kabuki Monogatari as well. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this was, I mean, it was a good arc. Like, I wasn't happy with what happened to, you know, Nanako, of course, but from an overall entertaining, compelling story perspective, it was good arc, So, but yeah, time to move on to the next one. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.